Starting with your feet underneath you, bring your shoulders up, back, and down. Start with 3 nice long deep breaths. Fill the belly, fill the rib cage, fill the back. Let's bring those arms up and overhead and down. 2 more times, reach up. And last time, circle up and around. And exhale through. Swing your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, lift your chest up. Drop your chin, push your hips back a little further, bring your hands back to your center, and round as you push out with your hands. Inhale to stand. Take your hands behind your head. Let the index finger just under the base of the skull, thumbs just underneath your jawline. Lift your chest as you lay back. And then pull your elbows in and drop your chin slightly towards your sternum. Inhale, lift your chest, turn your palms up, bring your hands underneath your chin, and just allow your elbows to reach up. Turn your palms back towards the sky, take your hands back. Breathe in, take your arms once again up and over your head, push your hips back, dive back, and forward into a forward fold. Head is down. Walk your hands out to the push-up position. Breathing. Lower yourself into the mat. Pull your shoulders back. Gentle cobra, elbows in. Lift the chin, lift the chest as it's comfortable. Exhale and lower. Curl your toes. Press yourself back up to the push-up and to downward facing dog. Inhale. Bring your right hand to your feet. Bring your right foot to your hand. Drop your left knee. Take your right hand to the sky. Watch that lower shoulder stays back. Pull your armpit towards your rib cage. Take your right hand behind your back. See if you can look further over your right shoulder. Look up. Circle that right arm around. And then let's open. As you can, drop your left elbow to the ground. Drop your right elbow to the ground. Bring your right hand underneath, left hand underneath. Reset that right hip. Back knee lifts. Push back to the plank. Lower yourself into the mat. Roll those shoulders. Lift your chest. Exhale, lower. Reset your hands. Push to downward facing dog. Step up. Left foot up to your hands. Body's nice and tall. Chest is lifted. Drop your back knee. Breathe and inhale. Reach your left arm up. Take that left hand behind the back. Continue looking over your left shoulder. Take that left arm up and over. Hands to the inside of that left foot. Drop your right elbow. Drop your left elbow. Left hand comes underneath. Right hand lines up. Lift that back knee. Step that left foot back. Come into plank. Lower yourself into the mat. Reposition the shoulders. Lower yourself back down. Reset your hands. Downward facing dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Walk your hands back to your feet. Walk your hands up the front of the body. Roll the shoulders up, back, and around. And let's come to a wide angle. Feet are much wider than your hips. If you want to grab a block, you can have a block. So just in case the ground is a little low, body's nice and tall, push your hips back. Hands to the block at any level or the ground. Ideally, you want to make sure your hips aren't pushing back behind your heels. So you're over your feet still. Just hold this wide angle stretch first. And as you need to, hand on the block, take your other hand to the sky. Open the chest, turn from your belly. Watch that your head's not hanging down, but as much as you can, keep your head in line with your spine. Exhale, lower that hand down. Breathing, hold. Take the other hand to the sky, reach up. And we're holding each one of these between 3 and 5 breaths. You can do 2 on each side or 1 on each side. You choose, you can go back to the other. Lower back down. Let's bend the right knee. Keep your left foot flat. Put your right elbow against your right knee so it doesn't cave in. And then bend your left knee and slide over to your left. Keep your hips low throughout this. So don't lift your hips up out of the squat as best you can. Just slide from side to side. Your desire is probably to get out of this deeper squat position. Push. One more time, back through the center. Lift your hips up, breathing. And again, we're gonna go with your right hand or left hand up. Keep that chest long, tall. Exhale and down. And then left arm up. Exhale down. Let's take our block with us. Roll all the way to your left leg. So facing a short end of your mat along the long side. Take that block, take it to the outside of your left leg. Drop into your right heel and roll up to triangle now. So a similar but different movement from the wide angle stretch. Breathing, opening the hips a little bit more. Strengthening the back leg. Lower your right hand down. Take both arms straight up. Breathing. Circle your hands around. Take your right heel up. Breathing. And then rotate all the way around to the other side. Again, block is to the outside of the right foot. Drop that left heel this time. Roll the belly towards the sky. Open the chest. Bend that right knee. Bring both arms up, overhead reach. Circle your arms around, left hand to the ground, left heel lifts. Let's drop that back knee this time. Bring your right foot back, all fours. And then lift the tailbone only, tuck the tailbone. So watch that you're not moving your belly so much or your ribs, mostly just moving the pelvis. And then now, lift the tailbone, lift the chest, pull the shoulders back, tuck the pelvis, chin towards the sternum. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. Exhale, round the back. And again, inhale, lift. And exhale and tuck. Point the toes back, put your big toes together, slide those hands out, come into a child's pose. Come up about half the distance, if that. Reach your right arm towards the left corner of your mat and sit back, getting the side stretch on your right side. Both arms are equal as best you can. Tilting, side bending is not about compression on one side with release on the other. Inhale, come up. Let's walk the left hand to the right corner. Sit back to the left hip. And then come up, both hands center, head down again. Bring yourself up. And then let's end up on our back. Arms out wide, back to the T. Good. Draw your right knee and left knee to a tabletop or up and towards your chest. Make sure your lower back is really, truly kind of pulled up slightly. A slight tuck in the pelvis. And let's drop both knees to your right. Make sure your right shoulder's out from underneath you. Sink into that left shoulder. Big breath. Both knees up, and let's go to the other side. You may need to reset yourself in the middle of your mat. Both knees up, drop both knees to the other side. Make sure that shoulder is out from underneath you. Notice how the breaths just really help to open and or soften things. Bring your knees up, place your feet back on the ground. Arms out wide. Soften the body into the ground. Circle. Take one arm overhead, roll to that side, pause on your side for a second. Deep breath. Use your top hand to bring yourself up. hope you enjoyed this as an individual practice or the three put all together. Give yourself the opportunity to let yourself move as your design is. Move in balance, move in ease, move with a center, move with a sense of awareness and the giftedness you were designed with.